Overcoming myths and objections. Hurdle rates are higher for non-core projects, so it's tougher to get them approved. What's a hurdle rate? Well, a hurdle rate is a colloquial word for discount rate, okay? So some people say, well, it's a hurdle rate. In other words, we have to jump over this rate. We have to get at least this rate in order to feel comfortable writing a check for a project of a given magnitude, duration, and risk, okay? There's a funny study done years ago by the Journal of Finance, I believe it was. They said that they interviewed 160 or so CFOs, and they said, what is your hurdle rate for core projects versus non-core projects? And at the time, I think they were using IRR as the metric, which I don't approve of, as you know, but let's just go with this for the sake of the story. Their CFOs returned an average of 21% as the IRR that they would require before funding core projects. But then they said they had a higher hurdle rate, 27% for non-core projects. And when asked why, they said, well, when you do a core project, it's likely that you're going to run into benefits that you didn't anticipate when you put the equipment in, but now you're thankful that you did that equipment installation. For example, you put a faster machine in to save energy, or let's say put a new piece of equipment in to make the operation more efficient, and then all of a sudden the market share of the company goes up, and you're happy to have that extra capacity installed already. But it wasn't why you initially installed it. You did it for just operational efficiency on a day-to-day basis. Meanwhile, a non-core project like a lighting retrofit or variable frequency drives or something like that, you need to be a little bit more thoroughly compensated for that, because you basically know what you get. You get what you get. And so if they're promising energy savings, that's about where it ends. But I ask you a question. Do core or non-core projects actually hold the greater potential to deliver surprising benefits for your prospect? And I think if you're thinking clearly, you have to realize that non-core projects actually have the greater potential for surprise. Okay? Why do I say that? Well, if you relegate energy projects to non-core project status, you're basically taking a very myopic view of the benefits of an energy project to your operations. You're limiting it to the utility cost savings and maybe the maintenance savings. When in actuality, if we successfully connect the dots between our energy project and a core business outcome your organization values, doesn't an energy project become a core project? Like, what if we show you that we decrease your scrap rate, we increase your throughput in the factory, we make it less likely that you're going to have to tear down your pumps and motors and drives and replace seals and things because we have variable frequency drives on things, whatever. I mean, these are things that interfere with the core business of what you do for a living. So if we tie the knot between these benefits, doesn't a seemingly non-core project become a core project? And if so, doesn't it compete very effectively with the typical core projects you're funding?